Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Playmaker is the 3. Is that the reason why?
I think just so far I've only seen the Nature's Prophet tower there, probably more than what he was expecting, so it's going to be pretty vulnerable to this rotation. They've got double sentry even to make sure they cover all of the Sandstorm range, and
Certainly opens up a lot of kill potential though once he does get the decrep. Of course, Jing's going to have the mischief to be able to dodge out just as he just did, but has to make sure to play around that. It's got, what, a 15-second cooldown, and it's got the Nether Blast available again. Looking to actually make the turnaround, though. Going a bit too deep. That's what happens when...
and top lane,
Asta.
He's going to be in trouble. Rage has already been used, and Masros not going to have all the attack speed to work with now. A nice turn off the back at Schwann's. Help with the Visage, and now Tigger. Oh, he's going to be chased down with ease. Jing providing the information. Astra even sidesteps the stroke and wants to get back in range on Gacha Boys. Yeah, Rolling Thunder from Avatar mode. An early ultimate, but an easy kill for Panga to fire, and then now they'll get Leaf afterwards as soon as the decrep expires, and he's got the Arcane in the arsenal, so when
Sure, we're not losing this tower and thus give KNP that bit of extra farm.
top lane, Masros is in trouble. Wrath the Nature bounce, it's enough to get the kill, and this was your last pick slaughter. This is a lane you were expecting to win, and Asta's got about a 600 net worth advantage. There's bottom, even Gacha Boy, Epicenter pulses with the decrep. Plenty of damage to get rid of Enryu, but Avatar mode, he has the Rolling Thunder back up. He's gonna miss the bounce on Leaf. Doesn't get Gacha Boy as well, but he can do the drive-by, and just on the last second, we'll clip the Pugna.
An area that's dewarded all that often, so they know exactly where it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gacha Boy. He's got Burrow Strike. He's going to reposition the high ground and blink out. Nice play from the Sand King. But unfortunately for Avatar mode, he might still get the kill. Swashbuckle not enough as Leaf is able to turn it back around. And even Mastros wants to join the party.
He's got the haze, finally.
There you go. Gacha Boy has the follow-up. So these are some pretty big kills for Motivate. You get the stack. Yes, you lose your ward, but you're going to get 2 kills off this. And not only the gold, but also the experience. We saw that Mastros was
Not a defined leader, I suppose, for Motivate is what I'm really seeing from a lot of their gameplay.
Jing. It's going to be Neon that's smoking and moving to Radiant Secret Shop as Tigger. He'll eat the gank and at least get KMP out of harm's way. But yeah, I'm also in agreement. I think this is a big window for Neon.
What do you feel about Enryu's quick buy? If he continues to play the way that he has, not a huge fan, right? Because he actually might be finding Gacha Boy.
It's a big pick-off for them. But he's going to look to TP up. The damage with the help of Jing's ultimate is enough to get him before he's able to succeed to kill Enryu kind of towards the start.
Against the Slaughter, though? Like, any other hero, I'd be like, yeah, but Slaughter...
on the Medusa, KMP. Stargaze out. He's got a Quelling Blade to cut through and will be fine. So this Rolling Thunder expended. But now look at this. Soulbind leashing two heroes together. Gacha Boy is jumping to the backline. That's perfect. A double burrow with the burst of the Epi. Motivator able to hit back. They might even get Enryu. That's a greedy TP Enryu. Oh, BKB's out, but it's going to do nothing. Mastros is still going to bash, ready to charge up. As there you go, Motivate. Motivate, they can fight. Age has got 20 seconds left. Mastros gonna be off the mark. It's a beautiful boundless from Jing to start. But the BKB's looking to reset. And Gacha Boy, he's actually just gonna TP out. They don't want to stick around.
They're gonna abandon KMP?
Oh no. Alright, still Avatar mode. Look at the hunt. They know that they're down 2 heroes, and that's huge for them. As KMP can come through the trees, but it doesn't matter. You've got the Aghanim shard onto the Nature's Prophet. It's going to try and TP out. Do they have any stuns? A boundless once again. Avatar mode landing onto 2. Oh my. That was beautiful. Jing on the Monkey King doing it all. We saw him start it with the triple boundless strike.
For the shield crash cooldown in ball. Just to make sure that you could eventually transition into that
Avatar mode. Starting the fight by the triangle, jumps on the Slaughter. It's an easy kill onto Mastros, but Gacha Boy looking to get into the middle. It's not the crazy amount of damage onto Jing. So I think Motivate, they just have to evacuate, but Avatar mode making sure that's not a possibility. The Bashers preventing the retreat. Now they've got the Sprout as well. KMP will be locked in place. Is going to attempt the TP. Swashbuckles back up, but they do not get lucky. Maybe the Decret was still on him as now Leaf. He should be killed off, but they're not going to continue the chase. So Motivate still is
very nice against the eventual. Well, actually, KMP has the evasion now.
Avatar mode thrown to KMP. Okay, instant halberd, Avatar mode. Look at the damage that they're trying to dish out onto KMP, but a Stone Gate's going to push them back. They might be able to turn to deal with Painkleer, actually. Avatar mode will be able to escape, and now with the backline, Mastros, he's on to Enryu. The bash at the last second. Now Gotcha Boy jumps in the middle. That's a huge ultimate as they don't have an answer. Oh, Gotcha Boy. Once again, another big fight for the Sand King in front of the pit this time. And now Motivate can get Roche at the of the life. So they're going to see him by the secret shop. Mastros, let's see if he can get the jump. He's from the high ground. They're not going to be able to read this. The chain control, it needs to be perfect. He's charging up the epicenter instead of going for the stun, but it doesn't matter. There's nothing Asa can do. They've got Basher, so he can't just rage TP out, and that is a big kill for them to find.
Oh, he actually walked through the camp as well just before the minute mark, so maybe the creeps could have respawned, but wasn't so lucky, unfortunately.
They're instantly tipping to top. Mastros and Tigran, they might actually run into Enry.
And they haven't used too much on their own side, so you can see that they're pretty keen to try and move back in. But Jing in a good position to get the initiation onto one of the
Gotcha Boy's in. They found Enryu. He's got the BKB, but the chain control's perfect as Enryu's gone. He doesn't have a buyback as well to rejoin the fight if it keeps breaking out.
Oh, man. Profit to be able to cut waves.
They still have this ward as well, just giving them a little bit of extra information. In fact, Gotcha Boy, look at that. Beautiful read, anticipating the Monkey King being on the tree line. And, wow.
What a comeback.
Okay.
Disastrous laning stage. They were, what, like 0 and 9 or something like that? It really felt like they were falling a long way behind, but it's the power of a Medusa, man, and a Motivate.Trust Medusa.
What's going on, though? They called it.
What can you do?
But they didn't even just toss him in the air. So I like both drafts. I might just favor Neon's sustain for the lane. Maybe you can play aggressive, get that Cinderbrew tick, and bring the Tiny down to a threshold where he can't play aggressive for like a couple of waves. And, well, they're going to go. They got the level 2 advantage, so Leaf's going to be in a whole world of pain. Decrep not helping out too much, or is it? In fact, they lost the magic damage, and Enry with one more swipe. They'll find 2 early kills for them.
Master's doing a pretty good job at just sidestepping a lot of these side blades in the lane.
Is that still going to go for this?
Oh, the vision. Play near the cogs. Oh no, don't get cog denied.
Oh no, I don't know what he does now, Mastros. You got to be kind of crafty here with your jukes. I mean, we've seen him win that matchup multiple times now, especially through Division 2, and that's something we've praised him multiple times on as well. Just the fact that he can somehow win these matchups that he's more than likely going to struggle in topside. Chuan. What a damage on the Mastros. Tigger's going to... Well,
the side blades.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he's going to try and run at Asta to stop him from closing the distance, but in fact, he just puts his body in a position where they can get that side blade tick. And meanwhile, Chuan gets a double, but also Leaf is in trouble. All right, KMP is going for this Moonshot build as well. It's going to be not as fast. Ooh, who are they actually on? Chuan. A little bit of damage. Gotcha Boy along with Tigger. Gotcha Boy is going to get the kill, a streak to his name, and now also zip on out as Avatar mode doesn't have a way to cancel. But they continue chasing. Leaf's under the tier 1 tower. Doesn't have anyone standing behind him. He's going to try and play off the decrep, and Leaf will be okay.
One unfortunately ended the past 20 or so seconds. You do see him? Don't see him? Don't see him.
Poor Mastros. I don't think there's anything he can do. So Mastros is going to be killed off bottom. Meanwhile, they're onto KMP top lane as well. So simultaneous jump from Neon. Not only do they get the Dark Seed, but they also get the Tiny. So beautiful rotations.
Dire are scanning.
It's Roche time though. Pick off into Roche is fine. Doesn't matter if it's just a pesky support. Poor old Leafs. Not really much you can do here. Just going to look to delay the inevitable. But yeah, Roche. They might drop wards for it, but I should say, with that ward. And they're also going to see KMP TP out. So Neon, unfortunately, they don't get a bigger fish, but Leaf is going to be put in the grave once again. It's up to 3 deaths on the Pugner.
It's an unnecessary death, though. You know, you don't want to be feeding these kills through, especially when it just mid tower on Motivate's side. I suppose the Tiny hasn't exactly left the jungle. Can't really afford to until at least he picks up that Aghanim shard.
Masaros is just getting chunked down. Oh my. That's
1, 6, and 1.
for the blink yet, so he really wants to go for a little bit more of a greedy item. Gacha Boy's farming under a ward. And Chuan gets that initial control. Tigger's gonna fly over to offer the protection. Are they actually gonna stick around? Oh no, Gacha Boy didn't zip out of the area. And now they'll even find Leave, cancelling the TP thanks to the hurling boulder. 3 heroes killed off. And
their better Roshan potential. They've even got a TA to scout out exactly when it spawns.
Okay, MP. It's gonna lead the fight if they can blow up Enryu, which they'll do so successfully. Now the double vacuum, but Asta instantly blinks away. He's gonna try and stand his ground off the BKB, but KMP is getting the bone of health, so they can't take this man fighters. Look at the Tiny go! KMP has got the items, they've got the ways to amplify him, and well, that's the fight finally that Motivator been looking for. Jing's gonna be killed off along with them. 4-cent packing, and wow, beautifully dope. KMP's gonna be on a reward. It's not an easy kill. Maybe Masaros though might be in trouble, but the vacuum sets up for the hook shot, and now they've got plenty of AoE damage. Tiny cleaves on one. He's gonna be onto the next as Enryu forced to pop out, but he's got no more ultimates to play with. His avatar mode is back into the middle. One more remnant who wants to go for it throughout the river. Gacha Boy's looking to clean up.
Oh, gotta be careful.
Avatar
mode
mode.
looking to play up there.
Man, this is greedy. If KP can step in and get the toss. Avatar mode. Biting off more than it can chew, and KP's Tiny's firmly online.
Didn't even need to throw the tree either.
Well, Asta?
Have to be careful.
Hang on, he's trying to go for a solo kill. BKB at the last second, but okay, nicely done. They actually get the kill. I wasn't thinking that KP would die. Maybe Leaf was able to step in with a life drain, but just a little bit out of range.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Even both of the supports again going for that all-important 4-star. Of course, would love to have the Blink Dagger, but who have they found? Just Pugna kill.
Yeah, well, you're right. It's a free Pugna kill, and maybe this opens up high ground now. Like, it's not the high ground. They're going to be cautious if they group up, but it doesn't look like Masaros is really nearby to pounce.
Nice
Still on the instant hex onto the clockwork, but Gacha Boy's trying to deal with Chuan on the backline. And BKB protected, but to the northern side, Asta's in trouble. Hurricane Pike able to reposition. Now with the BKB expiring from KMP, they're cycling him to the air, but it doesn't matter. Gacha Boy out of mana. Do they have the vision? Asta's still getting chased down. KMP blink to try and close the distance. He's actually going to look to TP out instead. Cancels. They don't have any. Maybe for Gacha Boy they do. His avatar mode flies over the tree line. Lands the chains. Tigger's going to be caught out as well. It's beautifully done from Neon. They did a superb job with their positioning. Just kiting away the BKB as soon as it...
Maybe, how many times has he died? 8.
No, they're under a ward. Tigger's going to start. Enryu was trying to claim the outpost, but now with the battery assaults might be an issue. It's going to force to pop the Iron Disc just so he can get that ultimate off. With the retreat, Motivate, they need to get out of the area. Unfortunately, I don't know if all of them can do so. Actually, they might be looking to turn to take the fight around the high ground. Avatar mode to the backline. Meanwhile, in the middle, though, they're just kiting the Darkseid so they don't have this counter initiation. And KMP is going to be forced to stand his ground off the back of the Satanic, getting a lot of bonus life back. They're still kiting them through the Soulbind. Asta's going to blink over the trees. It's an exceptional vacuum, but can they turn it around as Masaros is doing all he can to his heart's desire, but still, it wasn't enough as Gacha Boy as shackles to cancel the TP. As 4 are killed off just like that. Is beautifully played from Asta.
Radiant's middle barracks.
It was probably just about 1 second too late, and they've even found Leaf here.
Game, and Chuan just does it again.
I'm sure he's saying Darkseid is missing. It's basically just don't stack up. Whatever you do, don't stack up. You can do everything else.
Well, KMP needs to jump to force him to stack up. He's going to try and do that at the start. A lot of burst potential, and Asta's just going to be killed off. They don't stack up, but it doesn't matter as KMP. They still have to respect the Tiny. But BKB starting to expire, so Enryu's just going to look to avoid him. Tossing him up in the air. He's going to blink to the right side onto Chuan. But Asta's able to reconnect off the back of the buyback. Enryu doesn't have another primal split, but with Asta in, they need to evacuate. And unfortunately, Tigger won't have that capability. It's at the front of the fountain they go. KMP's killed off. No buybacks, and this will be all she wrote. As in the end, Neon, they're able to tie our first series of the night.
More performances coming through there, and yeah, it just felt like, unfortunately, did we really see Pugna sticking together with the Storm Spirit a lot? I didn't really see it. We saw a lot of feeding from Masaros, unfortunately. 1, 6, and 1. He did get a bunch of assists after the fact, but way too many easy kills given up on the back of that warding game. So I'm
Right. Trinkets.